Welcome everybody to my 3-mile mission video. August 11th, 2016, around 7 p.m. Stillwater, Minnesota. Got the monitor ready here. I'm going to send her off and I'll keep you updated everything I'm seeing here. Okay, we got her locked on GPS. Arm it. Here we go. Put a little bit of music in the background here to kind of get rid of a little bit of the prop noise. It gets a little annoying sometimes, but I'll kind of mix it up a little, you know, get a little engine noise in there. It's right here, we're at about 150 feet. Looking to the west. These type of missions, sometimes when you program ROI or region of interest points, you get a few spins going up. It's trying to get its bearing in the direction that it's looking. As you can see right here, we have some pretty thick, high trees. These trees right here are about 75 feet. These forests are a lot bigger than they look once you get down in there. Middle of the summer where I'm at, about 80-90 degree day, you're going to get well over 100 degree temperatures in there also. If your quad goes down, you're looking for it, and it is a huge area to cover. On something like Google Maps, it looks like it's walkable, but once you get 20 feet in there, you see how thick it is. The moss and the spider webs. It's not fun. Turns into a nightmare pretty quickly. So if you don't know where you're at GPS wise, if you didn't save this kind of a route somewhere where you can look later where you went, the area can be so much bigger than you think when you're mapping it out. Before you fly the mission, you want to make sure that anywhere where if you have something like battery failure or anything like that, you're going to go down somewhere where you know you can get it. We're talking hundreds of yards, thousands of square yards. I usually plan missions around 150 to 200 feet generally. I'll go maximum of 250 feet. 300 is, I don't know, maybe just a little too high. 400 is way too high. So right here, we're heading towards Lake Carnelian. My mission was to go out to the little island out there, do a U-turn, maybe go into towards the middle of the lake there and turn around and come back. So about 3 miles. Right here we're getting around 200 feet. So if your quad goes down, you're looking for it, and like I said, you know, you can go 20 or 30 yards, 20 feet even. Down trees, branches, the brush gets so thick in some areas. I mean, you could, if you went down in one of these areas, the top of one of these trees, you're standing down there and you're looking straight up. So if your quad goes down, you're looking 75 feet, 100 feet, top of these trees, and you're like, wow. We're going over the lake here, and again, same thing. You lose it out here, you're gonna need a boat. You know, providing you have some type of flotational device. I do have a little flotational device on this quad, so if it goes down, it'll at least float. Even if it sinks, it's got a little bobber, so I would know where it's at. Deploys a little bobber. This is where it gets a little creepy when you're on the ground. Right now I'm in a car back on that first roadway that I passed because the video is pretty much out of the line of sight, naked eye and all that after a certain amount of feet. So you're going to need a chase car. That's one thing you have to keep in mind. If you're going out of the line of sight, you don't have a monitor, everything is just static, you don't know where it's at. I mean, you're looking up, you're looking at the same thing you'd be looking at, like a seagull or a bird or something, you know. And it's pretty hard to see if you don't have a car and a pair of binoculars. It's high enough so that I can see it from the road. If you do the gradient trajectory, you know, verifying the height, you know, where you're at from the ground. Maybe do a 3D view, the angle from the ground. You'll know, looking at any satellite map, whether or not you're going to be able to see it at a certain spot. If you can't, you got to go a little higher. There's the first turnaround. So there's a road over there, and there's a couple of spots where I can see it in the air. We're going to head out to the middle of the lake here. When we get out there, we got a little bit of a delay set on it, so we'll hover for a few seconds and continue the mission. So I'll let it go silent here a couple minutes, but you enjoy the view. That was the final turnaround. We're heading back now. This is where things can get a little bit bumpy. Probably the single most detrimental thing about doing flights like this is the battery at a certain point. Even though you think you have a really good one, really fresh one, I had one where I know I've tested it many times to be at around 22 to 24 minutes. Well, it just so happens that I only got 16 minutes. Roughly 15, 16, somewhere in there. I can't remember exactly, but here I am. I'm over there on the other roadway, and I'm heading back towards the launch site, and I'm thinking, I can see the quad on the monitor, and I'm thinking, all right, it's coming back. This is a success. That thing went down. You got your binoculars in your hand, and you're looking around, where can that thing be? Every little thing you see, like a, white piece of tree bark or a faded group of leaves, you think, oh, maybe that's it. And that can drag on for hours. So if you don't know where you're at, you don't have any way to track it, no beacon, no general idea where you mapped out where the heck, you might lose it for good. And if you invested a lot into it, camera, any of that kind of stuff, transmitters, quad itself, you're gonna probably never get it back. Could be anywhere. So yeah, you're flying above trees, water. Make sure you have your route planned out and saved to a computer so you know where you're at. Thanks for watching.
14 minutes and 45 seconds. Approaching the 15-minute mark. I had no visibility at a certain point. So there it is. 3-mile mission. Stillwater, Minnesota. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. All right, see you next time.